kids excited about reading, and that's one of the things that I've been involved with donating to the Literacy Volunteers of America so that people can read, and the more people who can read, the more people will enjoy comics. But comics are a great way to get anybody excited about reading, and it's a great way for kids to start.
And I know that one thing that lots of people have wondered is what determines the collectability of a comic book, and what determines that they become hundreds of dollars and just between the 50 cents that some of them are.
Well, comics themselves, from an investment standpoint, are like pieces of stock. If there's high demand for a piece of stock, the price will go up on it. If there's no demand for it, the price won't go up on it, and you'll find it in our quarter box. But there are more people who buy comics to read them than there are those who buy them to invest in them. However, we do feature a lot of collectible comics that range upwards to $1,000 a piece. Comics are a way that a lot of adults recapture their childhood, and when adults go to recapture their childhood, they're willing to pay almost anything to do it.
So, do people really buy these expensive ones? What are some of the more expensive ones that you've sold and that you own?
We've sold several in excess of $1,000. There are comics that have sold, not in our store, but in the overall comic book marketplace, sold for as much as $50,000 and $60,000 each. Those are rare books where there are only a few in existence in any kind of decent condition. Those are books that might be 50 or 55 years old now.
And who are some of the people that you've met and talked to, and have any stories about these, like some of the more interesting ones?
Well, fortunately, in my position, I'm in addition to owning the store, I'm also the publicity director for WonderCon, the largest comic book convention in Northern California. Be coming up at the end of April this year. In that position, I've been able to meet a lot of people in the comic book industry that I've been a fan of some of these people for years. Through WonderCon and through some of the other public relations projects I've worked on over the last 10 years or so, I've become friends with Stan Lee, the publisher of Marvel Comics. He's a very nice man, very funny guy to be with, and he's a real comic book character. He's an effervescent personality, just a great guy to be around. I've been able to meet him. I've been able to meet people like Jim Lee, who's now the most popular artist working in comics. And by the way, having a last name of Lee doesn't necessarily guarantee success in comics, but it seems to go a long way toward that over the last few years.
Okay, and so where's your store located that people maybe would want to come in and be able to talk with you?
Okay, we're at 2980 Treat Boulevard, right at the corner of Oak Grove Road in the Oak Grove Plaza Shopping Center. And we're open 7 days a week, and we have a lot more than just comics in the store, T-shirts and posters and all kinds of little animation gift items. So we invite anyone to come down.
All right, well, thank you for coming in today, Joe. And I'm David Hansen for Contra Costa Today.